Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new topic, plant kingdom. Okay, plant kingdom. Before getting into the topic, let us discuss about taxonomy first. So, what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the study of identification, classification, description, and nomenclature of living organism. What are they? First is the identification, then we have to classify that and we have to describe that, and the nomenclature has to be given to that particular organism. So what is that taxonomy? Taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the study of identification, classification, description, and nomenclature of living organisms. Okay. So there are a number of types of classifications. So the plant kingdom is classified into artificial system, natural system, phylogenetic system, and modern system. What are they? Artificial system, natural system, phylogenetic system, and modern system. Let us look into artificial system. This artificial system is the earliest system. So first of all, this plants or organisms are classified into Plantae and Animalia artificially. Okay, so it is called artificial classification. Basis on the basis of one of few morphological characters of the organisms, Carolus Linnaeus classified the animals. Okay, animals as well as the plants. So he proposed this artificial classification is proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in Species Plantarum. Okay, natural classification. In natural classification, the organisms are classified on the basis of several characters. Okay, many characters of that organisms are grouped. Okay, so based on the morphological and reproductive characters of a seeded plants, this natural classification is made. Okay, Bentham and Hooker classification is an example. So they had written a book, Genera Plantarum, in 3 volumes. In that they had specified the seeded plants classification. Okay, and this system was widely used. Okay, this is the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. So seeded plants are divided into 3 categories. One is dicotyledonea. It is in class 1, and class 2 is gymnospermae, and monocotyledon as a class 3. Okay, so 3 seeded plants groups are there. One is dicotyledonea, another one is gymnospermae, and one more division is monocotyledonea. So this is the first class, this is the second class, and this is the third class. Okay, the subdivisions we will see it later. Let us get into dicotyledonea class 1. Okay, class 1 dicotyledonea. So first class is dicotyledonea. What is cotyledon? Cotyledon means the 2 parts of the seeds. Okay, so a seed has 2 cotyledons. Okay, this dicotyledon plants have leaves which have reticulate venation. The venation, if you see the shape or the veins present there, it will be a reticulate one. Okay, this dicotyledon plants will have taproot system. Okay, a single root will be there. Okay, and the flowers are tetramerous or pentamerous. Okay, flowers will have either 4 petals or 5 petals. Okay, tetramerous or pentamerous. Class 2 is gymnospermae. Gymnospermae are nothing but the naked seeded plants. Okay, the seed will not have any covering. Okay, so plants of this class have no fruit also. Okay, you can see three families in Gymnospermae. They are Cyadaceae, Coniferae, Neetaceae. Okay, the class 3 Monocotyledone. Monocotyledon is a single. Mono means single. Okay, so monocotyledons are single cotyledon. The seed will have only one cotyledon. Okay, so the leaves will be having a parallel venation character. Okay, leaves will have parallel venation. It will have fibrous root system. Okay, like hair-like structures. Okay, hair-like structures are the root here. Okay, so it will this monocotyledon plants will have fibrous root system, and the flowers will be trimerous. Okay, the flowers will be a trimerous one. Binomial nomenclature. What is binomial nomenclature? It's nothing but the naming of the organisms with two words on the scientific basis. Okay, based on the scientific name, an organism will be given a binomial name. Okay, so the naming of organisms with two words on scientific basis are known as binomial nomenclature. What is botanical nomenclature then? The same thing, but we will name only the plants here. Okay, the system of naming the plants on scientific basis is known as botanical nomenclature. Okay, binomial system is used by Linnaeus in his book Species Plantarum. Okay, binomial name was first introduced by Gaspard Boehm in the year 1623. So you can see mango here. The scientific name for this mango is Magnifera indica. Another Magnifera indica. First two letters are there. You can see here, no, two words are here. The scientific name has two words. One is Magnifera, another one is indica. This Magnifera we will call that as genus name, and the indica we will call that as a species name. Okay. So Magnifera is the genus. The first word is the genus name, and the second word is the species name. Salient features of algae. You know, algae na pasi மாதிரி இருக்கு, pasi. Okay, mostly these algae will have chlorophyll. Okay, these algae will have chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the pigmentation. It gives the color to the plant. Okay, so algae are the primitive plants. It is an autotrophic plant. Okay, it will prepare its own food. Okay, so it is called as autotrophic plant. It belongs to the family class Thallophyta. Okay, it belongs to Thallophyta since it have only thallus. Thallus means a plant body which is not differentiated into root, stem or leaf. சும்மா ஒரு இலை மாதிரி இருக்கும். That is called thallus. No, but it is a plant but does not have any root or stem or leaf. Okay, so the plant body of algae is thallus. That is, the plant body is not differentiated into root, stem or leaf. Okay, so it will live in aquatic region. What do you mean by aquatic region? தண்ணியில் இருக்கிறது. Okay, தண்ணியில் தான் வாழ்வது. So the aquatic region may be a fresh water or marine water. Okay, some algae will float on the surface of the water. Okay, they will live on the surface of the water. Those algae are called phytoplankton. Okay, phytoplankton. And some algae will live with fungi and they both are mutually benefited. ஒரு சில ஆல்கே வந்துட்டு ஃபங்கையோட சேர்ந்து வாழும். எக்ஸாம்பிள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லைக்கன். இட் இஸ் அ சிம்பியான். தோஸ் ஆல்கேஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் அஸ் சிம்பியான்ஸ். ஃபங்கை கூட சேர்ந்து வாழாத ஆல்கே பேர் சிம்பியான்ஸ். ஓகே, and some algae will grow on another plant. Okay, on the surface of another plant these algae will grow. So those algae are called as epiphytes. Okay, epiphytes. So there are various forms of algae. One is unicellular algae and another one is multicellular algae. The unicellular algae, again, they are subdivided into two. One is unicellular motile and unicellular non-motile. Motile means movement, locomotion movement இருந்துச்சுனா தான் அத motile சொல்லுவோம். So motile means it will move. Okay. So the unicellular motile, for example for unicellular motile algae is Chlamydomonas, and for non-motile algae is Chlorella. Okay. Second one is multicellular. So multicellular unbranched filaments. Multicellular algae are divided into against two categories. One is unbranched filaments. Example is Spirogyra, and a branched filaments. Example is Cladophora. Okay. There is a giant kelp-like structure. Those are called macrocystis. Okay. Those algae are called macrocystis. And some algae will live in colonial form, colony-like forms. Okay. Those algae are, for example, volvox. Okay. Chara resembles largest plant body and it possesses well-developed sex organs. So, algae named Chara, it has the largest plant body. It has both the sex organs which are well developed. Okay. There are three types of reproduction in algae. One is vegetative and another one is asexual and sexual reproduction. Three types. Okay. Vegetative reproductions are the reproduction which are made by fragmentation. Okay. Fragmentation சின்ன சின்ன pieces நம்ம பிரிச்சு வச்சோம்னா டிவைட் பண்ணி கட் பண்ணி வச்சோம்னாலே இது that is called vegetative reproduction. And asexual reproduction is by spore formation. There will be no sex organ here. So by the spore the algae will reproduce. This is called asexual reproduction. Example for this is Chlamydomonas. Okay. For sexual reproduction, the example is Spirogyra and Chara. Okay. Sexual reproduction takes place here by means of fusion of gametes. Okay. Here is the classification of algae based on pigments. Pigments na enna color la irukku adha poruthu we are classifying the algae here. So the class here, the types of pigments, reserve food materials example. Okay. You can see the class Cyanophyceae. Cyanophyceae, example is blue-green algae. It has the pigment called phycocyanin, and the reserve food material here is cyanophycine starch. Okay, example is Oscillatoria. Okay. Next is green algae. It comes under the class Chlorophyceae. It has a pigment chlorophyll, and the reserve food material here is starch. Okay. Example is Chlamydomonas. Next one is the brown algae. It will come under the class Phaeophyceae, and the type of pigment found here is fucoxanthin. The reserved food material here is laminarian starch and mannitol. Okay. So this is laminaria. So example for this type of brown algae is laminaria. So next is the red algae. Red algae comes under the class Rhodophyceae. The type of pigments present in this red algae is phycerythrin. Okay. Phycerythrin. So it has the reserved food material Floridian starch. And the example for this red algae is Polysiphoniae. Okay. What are the importance of algae? So what are the uses and importance of algae here? So algae will be consumed as a food and used in agriculture and also used as a agar-agar medium. Okay. So let us see the food now. The algae is consumed as a food in Japan, England and also in India. Okay. Example is Alva, Spirulina and Chlorella. The food for it serves as a food for domestic animals. Example Laminaria ascophyllum. In agriculture, blue-green algae are used to increase the fertility of the soil by fixing the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. Example Nostoc and Anabaena. Okay. In the laboratories, biotechnical laboratory or in biological laboratories, agar-agar medium is used. In that medium, for culturing, in that medium, agar-agar is extracted from the red algae and used to prepare growth medium in laboratories. Okay. So agar-agar is a extract that is extracted from red algae. Okay. Example, Gelidium and Gracilaria. And it also used as a iodine. In laminaria, the brown algae laminaria, iodine is obtained. Okay. This algae was consumed as a food in space travel. Sorry, it's not consumed as a food. Here, the algae in space travel, algae is used in space travel. Chlorella pyrenoidesa, Chlorella pyrenoidesa is used in space travel to get rid of CO2, carbon dioxide, and to decompose human waste. Okay, ஸ்பேஸ்ல இருக்கவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அங்க ஆக்சிஜன் அங்க இருக்க அவங்க விடுற கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடை இது அப்சார்ப் பண்ணிக்கும், and it will also decompose the human waste. Human waste mostly ஸ்பேஸ்ல இருக்கவங்களுக்கு கம்மியாக தான் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகும். ஓகே, because those people who are in space will not eat like us. Okay, so SCP is the single cell protein. Single cell algae and blue green algae are used to produce protein. Okay, example is Chlorella and Spirulina. Okay, this Chlorella and Spirulina have only one cell. Okay, so that's all for now. Let us get into the other topics in the next class. Okay, thank you.